one Friday night, I followed the Real Don Steele, and he used to write out his Friday night sign-off.
Fractious Fridays.
Okay. So, and it, Beaver Cleaver next to entertain us. Yeah. And I asked for the, for the document, and he signed it. Like, help the Real Don Steele, and I have it framed.
Oh my God.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
So he wrote out that Friday thing every week, because it was a lot of times it was the same rap,
right?
Which made no sense, but to a 12-year-old, it was a teenager. It was
made sense to us.
It was heaven. It was absolute heaven.
Into the ball for the Real Don Steele, your humble harvest entertainers. In our quest for adventure on a fracture spotted out of that neon fun jungle out there that we call Los Angeles, right? We worked hard for the BOSS, unknown to that what all week long we're going to stretch out tonight, man. We're going to get ripped off, right? We're going to get our case taken care of, can I tell you that? We're going to love a restless youth. We're going to liberate an adult. We're going to kick out a jam, right on, right on. Late Ray, my train, daddy, over the days, whateve you is what I say. Francis Ray, Marvin Gaye, Alvino Ray, hey, 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 for Peter Huntington May, Sally Gay, Turhan Bay, Dobie Gray, and Corla Pandit plays the organ. And true, what do we know and believe?
Delgado is alive!
I play it for people nowadays, play that Fractious Friday thing, and they look at me like okay, what's that? They don't get it. Well, that's cool to have that sort of memorabilia. Wow.
Yeah. He said to me something really interesting at K100, because K100 was just a pit, and we were working our own board, and there was technical issues and feedback and everything else, and Steele was struggling, putting the carts in the right place and everything else, and I used to follow him. And he said to me at one point, he goes, Beaver, he said, you ever wonder why me, the Real Don Steele, is sitting in this shithole? And I said, well, yeah, I guess. He said, because when it was good, it was really good. Yeah. Back in the KHJ days. So, always trying to recapture that. But I found that to be extremely poignant.
Oh, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about Don Steele, because obviously you built a relationship with him over a couple stations and all of that. Was he at all crazy like his on-air personality, or was there a thoughtful, introspective Don Steele?
There was a thoughtful, introspective Don Steele. Don Steele was highly intelligent and also had the best bullshit detector of anyone I ever met.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, you bet. He was very smart.
It's interesting that this is just from an observer. He seems like he was kind of I don't want to say perfectionist, because that makes it sound like it's wrong. But my understanding is there are so many recordings of him out there because he would record himself to improve.
Absolutely. Yeah. And he would follow the format verbatim. Mm-hmm. And he was very, very adept at reading copy.
Yeah.
And to me, the fun stuff from the Real Don Steele is when he screws up copy.
Yeah.
And, just these unbelievably funny one-liners and asides come out of his mouth. But he was a professional. He was very much a professional.
And now,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Real Don Steele.
KHJ Los Angeles.
Tina Delgado is alive! Alive!
93 KHJ.
Well, when Steele would be relaxed and contemplative and not drinking, we could actually make some logical sense, you know. So he had this, I have this thing called Tina Delgado. What's a Tina Delgado? Oh, that's a thing. What do you mean it's a thing? Well, it's a one-liner. Well, what do? You come on and say Tina Delgado? No, a woman comes on and says, Tina Delgado is alive, comma, alive, exclamation point. One woman. Well, we got to find one. Okay. So then I told Mouses, because I said, I'm going to call up every agent in town and send actresses over, and we're going to audition actresses. You remember the World Chart Show auditions, Mike?
Yes.
So can you imagine Mouses and I sitting in there, women coming in every 10 minutes? Number 136. Oh, you. Number 137 will call you. And then call Steele in, right? We played the first one. He said, that's got it. So that's the one that I think the woman got royalties because it was an after gig, you know, those days.
He took the first one.
Yeah, I guess they all were to the average person. A woman screaming, no one ever heard it before, so what's there to compare it to, you know?
Good point.
So,
Hello, this is the Real Don Steele. Join me on Boss Radio from 3 to 6 p.m.
The Real Don Steele. 93 KHJ.